What's up YouTube? This is Buckshot33 aka Boston Chris, back with another video, and just wanted to thank you guys for being kind of patient with me. I had kind of a busy week last week. Comic-Con came and went, great time. I showed off my books that I got autographed, and then I meant to make some more videos throughout the week, but I just couldn't keep up with everything that was going on. The weekend didn't turn out to be any less busy, so I kind of just had a drought in videos, so I do apologize for that, and I will have more stuff up for you. What I wanted to do is just kind of show you what I did pick up from, basically I had to go last Saturday because I missed the Saturday before, actually the Wednesday before, and all of last weekend, and then this comic book Wednesday I didn't get to get up to the shop right away, but I did pick up some books, so I did one big haul for the last 2 weeks, and I'm going to just get right into it. So I'm going to start off with, and this is just a really, really cool cover, and I'm glad I was still able to pick this up. All-Star Batman, #1. And, this I think is going to be the shining star of all the Batman comics, just because you have Scott Snyder working on it. So, Snyder always tells a really cool story. I'm excited to see what he has coming up through these books. Not to say that the rest of the Batman series isn't going to be great, because, I mean, Batman, I think, when you look at the DC Rebirth, the top 3 titles that you can get, at least in my opinion, is Batman, Green Lantern, and The Flash. Those 3 are killing it right now. So, and when I say Batman, I mean Detective and, the Rebirth Batman. So, All-Star Batman, I expect high things out of. I hope that it comes out really good. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm really excited for it. Moving on, picked up also Old Man Logan. This is number 10. And this is part 2 of The Last Ronin. So, the story where he's going into Japan. And like I said before, like if you haven't picked up this series, it's really good. I like what they're doing with Old Man Logan. He's a pretty cool character. He's not the original Logan. I've made that distinction as well. Like I like, I hope they bring back the original Wolverine. I don't hate Old Man Logan. I do like the comic. I like the way it goes. I like how it, it's just a really, violent comic. It's really, gritty. But, I think we do need, the real Wolverine back. The Old Man, and then, X-23 being Wolverine, it's not the same, but we'll see what happens following Civil War. I mean, there's a lot of changes coming with that, so, we're going to see what happens to that, but I'm going to keep going with my books. So I also picked up Daredevil and Punisher, #4. This is a pretty cool series. I like how they have them both coming together. As you can tell, they don't always agree. It kind of reminds me of a less comedic Deadpool and Cable. This book's actually really kind of, it's serious how they handle things and stuff like that, and it's cool to see them disagree and everything like that, but overall, 4-part series, so I'm not sure if they're going to keep going with it. Initially it was a 4-parter, so we'll see what happens. Next up, we have Spawn Kills Everyone. This is kind of a weird title. So, if you haven't heard any reviews of it, I can tell you a little bit about it without trying to spoil too much. So, basically, Spawn does end up killing everybody. When I say that, I mean, he goes and, you see, characters like Incredible Hulk getting killed, Spider-Man, the whole 9 yards. Like, he goes and kills everybody. But it's not what you would think. And basically, he does kill everybody. He kills a lot of different, really popular comic characters. But like I said, it's done in a way so that they don't violate any copyrights or have any sort of, trouble with anybody else. So, it's kind of different. I picked it up just because, I like the cover, and I was always a Spawn fan, and I really wanted to see what they were going to do with it, because Todd McFarlane did a lot to hype it up on his Facebook, talking about it and everything, so I figured, why not give it a shot? So, I gave it a shot. It's not a bad book. I can't say that it's not what I was expecting, because, I was expecting, like I said, him to kill everybody. I just didn't know how they were going to do it, and so, seeing how they did it, I'm not upset with it. I'm just kind of like, oh, makes sense, I guess. So, would I say it's an essential book to have in your collection? Probably not, but, if you like to read something fun, go get it. Continuing on, we have All-Star Batman. This is number 5. Sorry, yeah, All-Star. I wish. Batman Rebirth number 5. And this is a pretty cool story. So this is, Gotham. He's beating up on Batman. Definitely a big twist with that. So if you haven't read it, still pretty cheap price tag of $2.99. So go back and pick up the rest of them. Just what are you waiting for? Got Green Lanterns number 5. Good book. Definitely happy to have. Continuing on with my series, Spider-Man and Deadpool. And cool part about this is Ed McGuinness has come back on this issue. So I think he took a little break for a little bit, but he's back in these ones. And I really like Ed McGuinness's art. It's really, really nice. This is actually it's a hot series and it's a funny series. Like if you're into, just comedy and stuff, pick up this one. It's a good one. Trying to get rid of the glare there. Next up, I picked up Walking Dead number 157. And this is the, beginning of the Whisperer War. And, I picked this one up just because I really like this cover. I saw the other cover. Wasn't as expressive to me. Like, I like this one. And looking for the signature to see who actually did it. But I just like the way this looks. Like, Michonne looks pretty cool like this. Differently drawn, but very nice cover. If you haven't, and like I said, like I will be saying to you at this point, if you haven't picked up 156, pick it up because it's a big event that happens in there that kind of drives what's going forward. So you got to pick up 156 before you get this one. If you do, you're going to pretty much spoil it for yourself. But, your prerogative, you do what you want to do. Next, we have Tokyo Ghost number 9. This is the Image series. It's really, really good. It reminds me a lot of Akira in a way, but kind of set in a Western vibe to it. It's a really cool series. Only 9 issues into it, so if you can find, the first 8 and then pick up this one, definitely get into it because it's pretty cool. I don't think there's going to be any sort of movie buzz or anything like that, if at all, but it is pretty cool. The hero of the book has kind of a complex story. The villain is badass. I love the villain in that. So it's definitely a book that you should pick up. Definitely something that you should check into. Just something that if you're into indie books or if you're looking for something a little different from the mainstream, pick it up. You won't be sad that you did. And then next up we have, and this is a book that I should have gotten a while ago, but my local shop didn't have it, so I kind of had to hunt around for it. But I finally found it, and this is the connecting cover variant of Civil War number 3. I have 1, 2, and 4, and then I picked up number 3. Still gonna get issue number 0, and then I'm trying not to get too caught up into the variants with that series. I do like the fight poster variants that they have. I bought the first 2, and I've kind of I've kind of stepped away from them just because I don't want to spend. I mean, this book is $5.99 a piece, so definitely not one that you want to pick up every variant for, because next thing you know, you'll be spending like it usually comes out with at least 3 variants, so you'll be up to like $15 or $16 on 3 books. That's expensive. So I just kind of try to pick up those 2. But so far, Civil War is a pretty cool story. If you haven't read it, or if you're kind of holding off on it, I can understand that. There's a lot of things that have happened in there, and it's kind of I'm gonna look at it where I know they're setting up for another universe, or for another big shift in the universe. And so, if you got into, Secret Wars last summer, pretty much they're doing their best to kind of, get rid of everything that happened with that and change things up a lot. So, like I say, if you're not one of those people that likes to have stuff like that, if you're like somebody who kind of would wait until the trade, I can definitely see that, and there's no problem with it. But if you've gone in so far, if you are interested in it, it's pretty good. Like I said, they're doing a lot of things, some controversial things. So, definitely something that, you'll hear people talking about if they are Marvel fans. But, like I said, kind of hefty price tag, so it's up to you if you want to buy it. I mean, it may be more worth it to you to wait until the trade comes out, but in the meantime, it is a pretty cool story. So, you know, with that, that's going to end my haul for the last 2 weeks, basically my combined haul. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to, you know, just go ahead and, oh yeah, so there is one that was kind of funny that I picked up. I'm going to go ahead and just get into this little small story. So, coworker of mine has a nickname given to her by another coworker of mine, and I was in a local shop and I just saw a book with this actual with this actual title, which was kind of funny. So you know, she is called at work Babushka, and so I walked into one of my local shops and I saw a book on the shelf called Lady Babushka, and I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. I didn't buy it just because I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to get into it or anything like that, but I thought it was kind of funny. You know, just kind of something that, you know, I don't know, something weird for work, but, you know, just one of them little dumb stories that, you know, kind of, I don't know, bright spot in my day type kind of deal, just because it's just a little weird thing that brings comics and real life together. So, anyway, with that, I'm going to get going. So I want to thank everybody again for your patience. I will have more videos up of different things from the Comic-Con. I'm going to have actual Comic-Con video as well. Some of it is kind of, some of it's taking a little bit longer because I have to render it out and everything like that. And normally I don't have to do that, but because I'm trying to piece a couple of things together, it takes a little bit more time. So I will have that up for everybody. I'll be able to go ahead and show some different things. I'm going to go ahead and show my books that I got from the Comic-Con, so things I bought from there. And it might be 1 or 2 part video. I did buy a pretty substantial amount of books. So I'm going to, you know, go ahead and, you know, show those off. And hopefully it's 2 parts. If not, maybe 3, but we'll see. Because I don't want to overwhelm everybody, but, you know, we'll see what I can do. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is Buckshot33, a.k.a. Boston Chris. I want everybody to have a great night. And, as always, happy collecting. I'm out.